If you're tired of the same old tourist spots and crave an adventure that'll get your heart racing, then look no further than this video. Because today, we're going to be talking about some of the world's most incredible tourist attractions, and some of the most dangerous too. So let's dive right in. Death Road in Bolivia. Right at the beginning, we have Bolivia's Death Road, officially known as Yungas Road. This stretch of dirt and gravel, winding through the Andes Mountains, has earned the title of the world's most dangerous road, and for good reason. Built in the 1930s, this 69-kilometer route connects La Paz to the town of Coroico, descending from a chilling 4,700 meters above sea level down to a lush 1,200 meters. The road is notoriously narrow, often just barely wide enough for a single vehicle, with sheer drops of over 600 meters on one side and towering cliffs on the other. Guardrails? Forget about it. But here's the twist. While locals now use a safer alternative route, thrill-seeking cyclists from around the globe flock here to experience the ultimate downhill ride. It's not all danger and doom, though. With professional guides, proper equipment, and a healthy respect for the road, thousands of riders safely make the journey every year. Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge, China. Think you're not afraid of heights? The Zhangjiajie Glass Bridge is ready to test that confidence. Stretching across the Zhangjiajie Grand Canyon in Hunan Province, this architectural wonder is the world's longest and highest glass-bottomed bridge. Suspended 300 meters above the canyon floor and measuring 430 meters in length, the bridge offers visitors the exhilarating experience of walking on transparent glass panels with a clear view straight down. It's like stepping out into thin air, with only crystal-clear glass separating you from the vast chasm below. Constructed with layers of tempered glass, the bridge is designed to be incredibly strong, but that doesn't stop the heart from racing when you take those first steps. To amp up the thrill, the designers have even incorporated special effects that simulate glass cracking, though it's purely for fun. Chadar Frozen River Trail, India. The Chadar Trek in India offers an adventure that's as challenging as it is beautiful. This winter trail takes you over the frozen surface of the Zanskar River in the remote Ladakh region, surrounded by towering cliffs and pristine snow. Chadar means sheet, referring to the sheet of ice that forms on the river during the coldest months. From January to February, temperatures can plummet to 30 degrees C, 22 degrees, turning the river into a stable pathway used for centuries by locals and now adventurous trekkers. The journey covers approximately 105 kilometers over 8 days. Each day presents new challenges, navigating icy patches, crawling through narrow canyons, and camping in caves or tents on the riverbank. The nights are cold, but the clear sky, filled with countless stars, is a sight to behold. Ice caves of Mont Blanc, France. Step into a world of glittering ice and ethereal light by exploring the ice caves of Mont Blanc, Europe's highest peak. Located near the town of Chamonix, these caves offer a surreal journey inside the heart of a glacier. Each year, the Mer de Glace Glacier unveils new ice caves as it shifts and melts. Artisans carve tunnels and chambers, often adorned with ice sculptures and illuminated by colored lights that enhance the otherworldly atmosphere. The adventure begins with a scenic train ride on the Montanvers Railway, climbing through alpine forests to reach the glacier. A cable car and a series of steps lead you down to the cave entrance. Inside, the silence is profound, broken only by the occasional dripping of melting ice. The walls display layers of compacted snow, each representing years gone by. It's a tangible connection to the Earth's climatic history. Drakensberg Mountains, South Africa. Welcome to the Drakensberg Mountains, the crown jewel of South Africa. Stretching over 1,000 kilometers and reaching heights of nearly 3,500 meters, this breathtaking mountain range is a hiker's paradise. The Drakensberg is not only a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but also home to an astonishing variety of flora and fauna, including rare species of plants and animals. Whether you're a novice or an experienced climber, the Drakensberg offers trails that will challenge your limits and reward your efforts with stunning views. But the real thrill lies in tackling the famous chain ladders that cling to the mountainside. These iron rungs will test your nerve as you ascend steep sections with nothing but the fresh mountain air around you. Just imagine the rush as you climb higher, feeling the exhilaration of conquering the heights. And once you reach the top, you'll be greeted with panoramic views that stretch as far as the eye can see. The Boiling Lake, Dominica. Welcome to the Boiling Lake in Dominica, a true natural wonder. Located within Morne Trois Pitons National Park, this lake is the second largest hot lake in the world, measuring about 70 meters wide. The water bubbles and steams due to volcanic activity beneath the surface, creating a surreal scene that you have to see to believe. The hike to get there is not for the faint-hearted. You'll trek through lush rainforests, cross rivers, and navigate rugged terrains that lead you to the lake's edge. As you approach, the sight of steam rising into the air will take your breath away. The heat radiating from the lake is intense, and the bubbling water creates a mesmerizing spectacle. Standing at a safe distance allows you to appreciate the raw power of nature. Local guides often share stories about the lake's geothermal features and its significance in island folklore. The Plank Walk on Mount Huashan, China. Nestled in China's Shanxi province, Mount Huashan is one of the country's 5 great mountains, renowned for its steep cliffs and breathtaking scenery. But it's the infamous Plank Walk that truly tests the mettle of thrill seekers. Imagine this: you're 2,100 meters above sea level, inching along a narrow wooden plank, barely wide enough for your feet, bolted to a sheer cliff face. Below you, nothing but a deep abyss and swirling mists. Secured by only a simple safety harness, each step feels like a leap of faith. The ancient wooden boards creak underfoot, and the mountain winds whistle past, adding to the spine-tingling excitement. But it's not just about the adrenaline. As you navigate this precarious path, you're rewarded with panoramic views that are nothing short of spectacular. The rolling peaks, dotted with temples and shrouded in mist, create a mystical atmosphere that's uniquely Chinese. Stairway to Heaven, Oahu, Hawaii. If you're seeking an adventure that's as breathtaking as it is forbidden, the Haiku Stairs in Oahu, Hawaii beckon. Known as the Stairway to Heaven, this steep hiking trail consists of nearly 4,000 metal steps that ascend along the spine of the Ko'olau mountain range, offering panoramic vistas that are simply divine. Originally constructed during World War II to access a secret radio station, the stairs climb roughly 850 meters. The trail has been officially closed to the public since the 1980s due to safety concerns and property issues. The climb is challenging, with sections so steep they feel almost vertical. The metal steps can be slippery, especially in the frequent rain showers. Yet, as you ascend above the clouds, the sweeping views of the island, the Pacific Ocean, and the surrounding lush valleys make every shaky step worth it. It's important to note that accessing the Haiku Stairs is illegal, and violators risk fines and legal consequences. Jacob's Well, Texas, USA. If underwater mysteries intrigue you, then Jacob's Well in Texas is a destination to add to your list. This natural spring is not just a swimming hole, but also the entrance to one of the longest underwater cave systems in the state. Located near Wimberley in the Texas Hill Country, Jacob's Well is a perennial karstic spring that gushes cool, clear water even in the hottest months. The visible part is a 4-meter-wide mouth that descends vertically for about 10 meters before branching into a network of subterranean chambers reaching depths of over 40 meters. Diving into Jacob's Well is an adventure reserved for experienced cave divers due to its complexity and past fatalities. The narrow passages and silty bottom can be treacherous. Strict regulations are in place to ensure safety. Above the surface, the surrounding area offers hiking trails and picnic spots, nestled in a serene, natural setting. Khumbu Icefall on Mount Everest, Nepal. You've heard of the challenges of climbing Mount Everest, but did you know that one of the most treacherous obstacles awaits climbers right from the start? Meet the Khumbu Icefall, a frozen labyrinth that tests even the most seasoned mountaineers. Situated just above base camp at an elevation of about 5,500 meters, the Khumbu Icefall is part of the Khumbu Glacier and is constantly on the move, up to a meter per day. This movement causes deep crevasses, towering ice seracs, and avalanches without warning. Climbers must cross flimsy ladders stretched over bottomless gaps and navigate around unstable ice formations. The air is thin, the temperatures are frigid, and the stakes are high. Despite the dangers, the icefall holds a certain allure. It's a rite of passage for those daring to stand atop the world's highest peak. The eerie beauty of the towering ice structures and the quiet that only the high Himalayas can offer create an atmosphere that's both humbling and exhilarating. Fagradalsfjall Volcano, Iceland. Imagine standing on freshly cooled lava, feeling the Earth's heat radiating beneath your feet, and watching as molten rock oozes and bubbles before your eyes. That's the kind of once-in-a-lifetime adventure awaiting you at the Fagradalsfjall volcano in Iceland. Located on the Reykjanes Peninsula, just a short drive from Reykjavik, Fagradalsfjall burst into life in 2021 after centuries of dormancy. The eruption captivated the world, drawing locals and tourists alike to witness the mesmerizing display of nature's raw power. The hike to the volcano is accessible for most, a few kilometers over rugged terrain. As you approach, the landscape transforms into a surreal vista of black lava fields and plumes of steam. The air is filled with the scent of sulfur, and the distant glow of lava beckons you closer. Safety is crucial here. The volcano is active, and conditions can change rapidly. Jingdong Glass, Skywalk, China. Got a fear of heights? The Jingdong Glass Skywalk might just be the thrill you need to face it head-on. Located in the Shilingxia Scenic Area near Beijing, this glass-bottomed platform extends 32.8 meters from the cliff edge, suspending you 400 meters above the ground. Dubbed as the world's largest glass sightseeing platform, it's shaped like a giant UFO hovering over the valley. As you step onto the glass floor, the sheer drop beneath your feet becomes vividly clear, offering an adrenaline surge unlike any other. The journey begins with a hike or a cable car ride through stunning natural landscapes of jagged rocks and lush greenery. Upon reaching the platform, the panoramic views of the surrounding mountains and valleys are breathtaking, if you can peel your eyes away from the void below. The structure is engineered with high-strength glass and steel, ensuring safety despite the apparent fragility. Huayna Picchu and the Stairs of Death, Peru. Visiting Machu Picchu is a bucket list item for many, but if you're seeking an extra thrill, consider climbing Huayna Picchu, the towering peak that looms over the ancient Incan ruins. Known as the Stairs of Death, this hike adds a dose of adrenaline to your cultural exploration. The trail is steep and narrow, with sections carved directly into the mountain's rock face. Some steps are tiny, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, and the lack of guardrails in places adds to the excitement and the risk. The ascent takes about an hour, depending on your pace and how often you stop to catch your breath or snap photos. The higher you climb, the more breathtaking the views become. Reaching the summit rewards you with a panoramic vista of Machu Picchu below, the surrounding mountains, and the winding Urubamba River. Only a limited number of hikers are allowed each day, and permits are required, so planning ahead is essential. Via Ferrata routes, Norway. If you've ever dreamed of climbing a mountain but felt intimidated, the Via Ferrata routes in Norway are just what you need. These incredible paths are designed for adventurers of all skill levels, complete with iron steps, ladders, and cables securely fastened to the rock face. It's like rock climbing for everyone. With the guidance of experienced professionals, you'll don a harness and clip into a safety cable, allowing you to tackle breathtaking heights with confidence. Norway's Via Ferrata routes are often situated in stunning locations, such as the picturesque Lofoten Islands and the dramatic fjords of Romsdalen. As you climb, you'll navigate steep cliffs and cross airy bridges, all while surrounded by the stunning beauty of Norway's fjords and mountains. The views from these heights are nothing short of spectacular. Think deep blue waters, lush valleys, and towering peaks. The sense of accomplishment when you reach the summit is unbeatable, and you'll have incredible stories to share and memories to cherish. Buddha's Hand, Fuxi Mountain, China. This incredible attraction is shaped like a giant hand reaching out over a stunning gorge, offering jaw-dropping views of the landscape below. Once you reach the platform, you'll be standing on the palm of the giant hand, and the sheer drop beneath you can be exhilarating. The views are nothing short of spectacular, stretching across the lush valleys and towering peaks of the surrounding mountains. On a clear day, you can see for miles, and it feels like you're floating above the world. The design of the platform not only serves as a breathtaking viewpoint, but also symbolizes peace and protection. It's a popular spot for photos, so don't forget your camera. While there are no safety harnesses or barriers, the experience is incredibly rewarding for those who embrace the adventure. Just take your time, enjoy the moment, and breathe in the fresh mountain air. The Cave of Swallows, Mexico. The Cave of Swallows in Mexico is one of the world's most awe-inspiring natural wonders. Imagine standing at the edge of a massive pit that drops 370 meters straight down into darkness. As you peer into the cave, you'll feel a rush of excitement mixed with a hint of fear. This isn't just a cave, it's a playground for thrill seekers. Adventurers flock here to rappel into the depths or even base jump from the rim, and it's easy to see why. The descent into the cave is an experience like no other. As you lower yourself down, the walls are alive with the sounds of birds swooping in and out. These swallows are what gave the cave its name. The cave is home to thousands of these birds, and their chirping fills the air, adding to the excitement of your descent. But be warned, this adventure is for experienced climbers and jumpers only. Darvaza Gas Crater, Turkmenistan's door to hell. If you've ever wondered what a gateway to the underworld might look like, the Darvaza Gas Crater in Turkmenistan comes pretty close. Known locally as the door to hell, This fiery crater has been burning continuously for over 50 years. Located in the Karakum Desert, the crater is about 70 meters wide and 30 meters deep. The story goes that in 1971, Soviet engineers were drilling for natural gas when the ground collapsed, creating the crater. To prevent the release of poisonous gases, they set it on fire, expecting it to burn out in a few weeks. Decades later, the flames are still going strong. Visiting the site is an otherworldly experience. As you approach, the heat becomes intense, and the roaring sound of the flames fills the air. At night, the glow can be seen for miles around, casting an eerie light over the desert. World's longest staircase at Nissen Mountain, Switzerland. Ready to take on the ultimate Stairmaster challenge? The Nissen staircase in Switzerland is the world's longest, boasting 11,774 steps that run alongside the Nissenbahn funicular railway up Nissen Mountain. Each year, this daunting staircase is opened to the public for one day during the Nissenlauf, a race to the summit at 2,162 meters above sea level. The incline averages around 55%, making the climb a test of endurance and willpower. For those not up for the leg-burning ascent, the funicular offers a leisurely ride to the top, where panoramic views of the Swiss Alps and Lake Thun await. The mountain's pyramid shape has earned it the nickname Swiss Pyramid, and the vistas from the summit are nothing short of spectacular. Whether you choose to tackle the stairs or enjoy the ride, Nissen Mountain offers a unique blend of physical challenge and natural beauty. Guoliang Tunnel Road, China. Ever wondered what it's like to drive through a mountain? The Guoliang Tunnel Road in China's Henan province offers just that experience, combining engineering marvel with stunning natural beauty. Carved by hand by the villagers of Guoliang in the 1970s, this 1.2-kilometer-long tunnel cuts through sheer cliffs and features 30 windows of various shapes and sizes, allowing light to stream in and offering glimpses of the valley below. The tunnel itself is about 5 meters tall and 4 meters wide, a tight squeeze for larger vehicles. The rough-hewn walls and the occasional water seepage add to the rustic charm and authenticity of the passage. Driving through the tunnel is both thrilling and humbling. The narrow road and sharp turns require careful navigation, but the unique experience and the breathtaking views make it worthwhile. The village of Guoliang, nestled atop the mountain, was once isolated due to the challenging terrain. The tunnel changed that, turning the village into a tourist attraction where visitors can experience traditional Chinese mountain life. Devil's Pool, Victoria Falls, Zambia. Ever wanted to swim on the edge? Devil's Pool at Victoria Falls offers just that thrill. Located on Livingstone Island at the Zambian side of the falls, this natural infinity pool allows the daring to splash around right at the waterfall's edge with a 100-meter drop just a breath away. During the dry season, from August to January, the Zambezi River's water levels drop enough to reveal a natural rock barrier that forms the pool. Guides lead small groups to the spot, where you can safely wade and even lean over the edge to peer into the gorge below. Trained guides ensure that you stay within the safe zones, and strong swimmers are best suited for this adventure. The rocky surfaces can be slippery, and the current, though gentle here, is still powerful. For those who take the plunge, the reward is an unparalleled view of one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Stanzerhorn Cabrio Cable Car, Switzerland. Get ready for an unforgettable ride on the Stanzerhorn Cabrio Cable Car in Switzerland. This isn't just any cable car, it's the world's first open-air double-decker cable car that takes you soaring nearly 2,000 meters up to the stunning summit of Mount Stanzerhorn. The ride starts in the charming village of Stans, where you board the first section of the cable car. After a brief scenic ride, you'll transfer to the cabrio, which features a glass roof that lets you soak in the views even before you reach the summit. The ascent is smooth, but the excitement builds as you catch glimpses of lush green valleys, dotted with traditional Swiss chalets and the shimmering Lake Lucerne far below. When you finally reach the summit, the adventure continues. You can enjoy a meal at the revolving restaurant, which serves delicious Swiss cuisine made from local ingredients. For the more adventurous, there are several walking trails that lead you into the heart of the alpine landscape, including the Flower Panorama Trail, where you can discover a variety of alpine flora. The Dachstein Skywalk and Stairway to Nothingness, Austria. Perched atop the Dachstein Glacier at over 2,700 meters above sea level, this skywalk is a glass observation platform that juts out from the cliff face. From here, you can gaze upon a panoramic vista that stretches across the snowy peaks into neighboring countries. It's like floating among the clouds. But for those seeking an extra dose of adrenaline, the Stairway to Nothingness awaits. This 14-step glass staircase descends from a suspension bridge, leading you seemingly into the void. With the glacier far below and nothing but air around you, it's a heart-pounding experience that challenges even the most fearless. Accessed via a scenic cable car ride, making it a full day of high-altitude adventure. Trift Bridge in Switzerland. Nestled deep in the Swiss Alps near the town of Gadmen, the Trift Bridge in Switzerland offers an exhilarating way to experience the majesty of the mountains. Stretching 170 meters across and hanging 100 meters above the glacial Trift Lake, the bridge was originally built in 2004 to maintain access to a mountain hut after the retreat of the Trift Glacier made traditional routes impassable. In 2009, it was replaced with a sturdier version, ensuring safe passage for the thousands of visitors who come each year. Lead you through picturesque landscapes of wildflowers. As you step onto the bridge, the gentle sway and the abyss below combine to create a thrilling sensation. The panoramic views are nothing short of spectacular. The turquoise glacial lake beneath, the remnants of the glacier itself, and the surrounding peaks create a 360-degree visual feast. Slot Canyons of Utah, USA. These narrow, twisting canyons have been carved by water and wind over millions of years, creating breathtaking formations that will leave you in awe. Famous spots like Antelope Canyon and the Narrows are must-see destinations for anyone with a sense of adventure. As you hike through these canyons, you'll feel the walls closing in around you, creating a sense of intimacy with nature. The sunlight filtering through narrow openings creates incredible light beams that dance on the canyon walls. But while these canyons are beautiful, they can also be dangerous. Flash floods can occur quickly, even if it's sunny where you are, so it's essential to check the weather before you set out. Some areas may require permits or guided tours to ensure safety. Striding Edge, United Kingdom. If you're searching for a hike that's as thrilling as it is beautiful, look no further than Striding Edge in the Lake District, UK. This iconic ridge leads you toward the summit of Helvellyn, one of England's highest peaks. As you make your way along the narrow, rocky path, you'll find yourself surrounded by stunning vistas and steep drops on either side. It's both exhilarating and a little nerve-wracking, making it a favorite among seasoned hikers. The trail is well marked but requires careful footing. As you traverse the ridge, the adrenaline kicks in, but the breathtaking views will take your breath away. You can see the shimmering lakes below, and on a clear day, you might even catch a glimpse. Some of the most thrilling and unique tourist attractions to add to your bucket list.
Lake Baikal, Russia. Nestled in the heart of Siberia, Lake Baikal stands as a testament to Earth's ancient wonders. Its age is simply staggering, tracing back some 25 million years, making it the oldest freshwater lake on our planet. But its age isn't the only element that sets it apart. Diving deeper into its depths, one would realize that it plunges down to an astonishing 1,641 meters, earning it the distinction of being the world's deepest lake by volume. Within this vast expanse, it holds nearly 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater, a resource more valuable than gold in many contexts. But the wonders of Lake Baikal don't stop at its water's edge. The lake boasts 27 islands, most of which remain uninhabited, and have rightly earned the moniker, the Galapagos of Russia. This comparison isn't just for show. The islands harbor a unique ecosystem, a haven for numerous species of flora and fauna, some of which are found nowhere else in the world. Yet, for all its natural beauty and scientific significance, Lake Baikal also shrouds itself in a veil of mystery. Local legends and modern accounts speak of regular UFO sightings over the lake, igniting imaginations and debates alike. Number 14. Antelope Canyon, Arizona. Antelope Canyon in Arizona is truly a sight to behold. Imagine walking through a maze where the walls are made of waving sandstone, painted in shades of red, orange, and purple. When sunlight filters down, it creates breathtaking patterns, almost like nature's own light show. It's the kind of place that makes you stop and think, wow, is this even real? But here's the thing. This magical place is delicate. The same water that sculpted its beauty can also wear it away. That's why there are strong efforts to protect it. A short distance away, you'll find Lake Powell, another natural beauty, highlighting how special this part of the world is. And for the Navajo people, this canyon isn't just a pretty place to visit, it holds deep spiritual significance. Their stories talk about the canyon's creation and its importance in their culture. So, when you're there, remember, you're not just in the canyon. You're walking through living history. Number 13. Lofoten Islands, Norway. Lofoten Islands, Norway, truly are a spectacle to behold. Picture this, located deep within the Arctic Circle, the islands present an incredible canvas of dramatic fjords, untouched sandy beaches, and peaks rising starkly from the sea. Now, let's journey a bit into the past. Can you imagine the robust Vikings navigating these waters? These islands hold traces of that storied era. Numerous Viking artifacts have been unearthed, painting a vivid image of their rich history. But here's what's impressive. Lofoten isn't just about the past. Today, there's a strong commitment to sustainability. The local communities and authorities are working diligently to ensure these islands remain as pristine as they've been for centuries. So, while you're gazing at Lofoten's natural grandeur, remember it's a place that seamlessly blends the ancient with the present, always with an eye on a sustainable future. It's destinations like these that truly make you appreciate the world's wonders, isn't it? Number 12. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. Mount Roraima, located on the borders of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, stands as a testament to nature's artistry. Its imposing plateaued peak rises above the surrounding landscape, instantly capturing the attention of anyone fortunate enough to witness it. Historically, for the indigenous people of the region, Roraima holds a deep cultural significance. Myths and legends entwined around this majestic mountain speak of its mystical nature and the spirits that reside there. One cannot discuss Roraima without delving into the adventurous tales surrounding it. Sir Walter Raleigh, the famed English explorer, is perhaps the most well-known figure to have sought its secrets. Drawn to the mountain by tales of gold and other treasures, his expedition added a layer of intrigue to the mountain's lore. But beyond its myths and mysteries, Mount Roraima is a haven of biodiversity. Its unique ecosystem, isolated from the world below, is home to species that are not found anywhere else on Earth. Each crevice and corner of this plateaued wonder reveals a new facet of nature, proving that Mount Roraima is not just a marvel to behold, but a treasure trove of knowledge waiting to be explored. Number 11. Rainbow Mountains of Zhangye, China. Deep within China's Gansu province lies a natural marvel that looks as though it was painted by the hands of a celestial artist. The Rainbow Mountains of Zhangye. These mountains don't sport just one or two colors, but a vivid spectrum, giving them an almost otherworldly appearance. But this isn't the work of magic, it's the result of mineral deposits and red sandstone, shaped and colored over millions of years. Erosion, rain, and time have all played a role in sculpting these fantastical formations. The appeal of these mountains isn't limited to just sightseeing. Pop culture has embraced their majesty too, with the Rainbow Mountains being featured in globally recognized video games like Civilization VI. This digital acknowledgement highlights the world's collective awe for such unique geological wonders. Recognizing their potential, the Chinese government has actively stepped in, making significant strides in enhancing the tourist experience. They've integrated careful infrastructural development, ensuring visitors can appreciate the site's splendor while preserving its natural beauty. Number 10. Canyon Fjallajökull, Iceland. Welcome to Canyon Fjallajökull in Iceland. This majestic canyon's history traces back to the Ice Age when glacial retreat and river erosion gracefully carved its deep and winding formations. As you wander along its path, you'd be spellbound by waterfalls cascading into winding rivers below, an absolutely ethereal sight. But here's a twist to the tale. In 2019, Fjallajökull became so popular that its fragile ecosystem started feeling the strain from the influx of visitors. This led to a temporary closure, a necessary step to protect its unique beauty. Think of it as nature's time off, a brief hiatus to heal and restore. Today, as the canyon enjoys global recognition, it's not just about its breathtaking views. It's a story of nature and humanity. It reminds us of the balance we must maintain between our desire to explore and our duty to preserve. Number 9. Lake Retba, Senegal. Nestled in the northwest of Senegal, Lake Retba, also known as Lac Rose, presents a natural wonder that often leaves onlookers in disbelief. Its waters shimmer with a striking pink hue, reminiscent of a radiant sunset. But this isn't any magic or illusion, it's science in action. The lake's distinctive color is attributed to its unusually high salt content, which reaches up to 40% in certain areas. Thriving in these saline conditions is the algae, Dunaliella salina. As a defense against the intense sunlight, this microscopic organism produces a red pigment. When their numbers swell, the lake reflects a vibrant shade of pink, especially under strong daylight. Beyond its visual allure, Lake Retba has immense economic importance. Locals, with their bodies greased in shea butter to protect against the salt, wade into the waters to extract salt, a tradition passed down for generations. This has also fostered a unique ecosystem. Due to the lake's hypersalinity, it's home to a specialized group of fish adapted to its intense conditions. Number 8. Fly Geyser, Nevada, USA. Emerging from the barren expanse of Nevada's desert landscape, the Fly Geyser is a marvel that seems out of this world. But its origin is decidedly terrestrial, stemming from a 1964 well drilling endeavor that went awry. Instead of finding water, operators inadvertently tapped into a geothermal pocket, resulting in the stunning geyser we witness today. Over the years, the geyser's mineral-rich waters have sculpted vibrant terraces of red, green, and gold, painting an astonishing canvas on the desert floor. This geothermal marvel doesn't just look extraordinary, it behaves uniquely too. Due to the constant surge of superheated water, the geyser has grown, with its mineral-laden spurts creating an ever-evolving spectacle. Tourists from all over are drawn to its mesmerizing colors and the rhythmic spewing of its hot springs. And while photos capture its vibrant hues, there's nothing quite like seeing this geological wonder in person. Number 7. Fingal's Cave, Scotland. In a remote corner of Scotland, nestled on the uninhabited island of Staffa, lies the wondrous Fingal's Cave. One can't help but stand in awe of the unique hexagonal basalt columns that line its interior, all precisely interlocked together. These columns are nature's masterpiece, formed by the rapid cooling of lava flows millions of years ago. Delving deeper into the roots of this marvel, Gaelic legends whisper tales of giants that once roamed these lands. They believe that this cave was built by the mythical giant Finn McCool, connecting Scotland to Northern Ireland. A place so mesmerizing, it's no wonder that over the years, Fingal's Cave has ignited the imaginations of renowned artists and composers. The echoing waves and majestic formations inspired the likes of Felix Mendelssohn, who composed the Hebrides Overture after his visit. This natural cathedral of echoes, with its haunting beauty and intriguing history, stands as a testament to the UK's rich natural heritage. It beckons travelers, artists, and dreamers alike, offering them a portal into a world where myth and reality intertwine. Number 6. Petra, Jordan. Journey with me to Petra in Jordan, a city that feels straight out of a fairy tale. Imagine this, a city carved directly into rose-red cliffs. Petra was not just for show, though. A long time ago, it was like a busy airport of the ancient world, bustling with traders from different places. The people who lived there, the Nabateans, were super smart. They were in the middle of the desert, right? But guess what? They figured out a way to save every drop of rain. They built dams, channels, and big tanks to store water. It's like they had their own ancient version of plumbing, making sure they always had water, even in such a dry place. For many years, the rest of the world forgot about Petra. It was like a secret lost city. But in the 1800s, explorers found it again, and everyone was amazed. Today, it's known as one of the 7 wonders of the world. Imagine walking through a narrow canyon and suddenly seeing the beautiful Al-Kazne, a grand building carved into the rock, right in front of you. Petra is more than just a place. It's a story of brains, beauty, and the amazing things people can do when they put their minds to it. Remember, as you walk through Petra, you're stepping into pages of history filled with tales of determination and dreams. Number 5. Moraine Lake, Canada. As we embark on this captivating journey across the globe, our next stop takes us to the pristine wilderness of Canada, where nature unfurls one of its most incredible masterpieces, Moraine Lake. Located near the iconic Lake Louise in Alberta's Banff National Park, Moraine Lake is more than just a body of water. It's a testament to the untouched beauty of nature. And one of the first things that captures the heart and mind of any observer is the lake's stunning azure blue color. This otherworldly hue isn't a trick of the light or any man-made intervention. Instead, it's a result of light refracting off the glacial rock flour, finely ground rock particles from the nearby glaciers dispersed into the water, leading to this breathtaking shade of blue that seems almost surreal. For those adventurers at heart, Moraine Lake offers more than just a visual treat. The area boasts some of the most scenic hiking trails in the world. Among them, the Rockpile Trail stands out not only for its moderate trek, but also for the panoramic view it offers at its zenith. From the top, one can grasp the full grandeur of the 10 peaks and the mesmerizing blue of the lake below. A symbol of Canadian natural heritage, the beauty of Moraine Lake was once celebrated on the back of the Canadian $20 bill. Its depiction was not just an ode to its allure, but a testament to its standing as one of the nation's most treasured landscapes. Number 4. The Wave, Arizona. In the heart of the Arizona desert lies a marvel that almost defies belief: the Wave. Carved into the rugged terrain, this sandstone rock formation boasts a series of undulating curves and striated patterns, each layer telling the story of time itself. Its swirling reds, pinks, and yellows seem to be captured in perpetual motion, reminiscent of waves crashing on the shore, hence its apt name. But accessing this wonder isn't as straightforward as just taking a leisurely stroll. Given its increasing popularity and the delicate nature of its ecosystem, authorities have restricted entry. A permit system is in place, and it's no surprise that these permits are among the most sought after by hikers and nature lovers worldwide. Only a handful of people are allowed in each day, making every trip there a unique and solitary experience. This exclusivity isn't merely about making the Wave an elite destination. It's a concerted effort to preserve its fragile environment. While it beckons adventurers with its ethereal beauty, there's a palpable responsibility that every visitor must bear: to tread lightly and ensure that its splendor remains untouched for future generations. This magnificent creation of nature, juxtaposed against the vast desert landscape, truly underscores why conservation is vital. Number 3. Danakil Desert, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. Venturing into one of the most extreme environments on our planet, we find ourselves in the Danakil Desert, stretching across Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Djibouti. This vast desert is not only known for its scorching temperatures, but also its otherworldly landscapes. At its heart lies the Dalol volcanic crater, where the Earth seems to have unleashed its full fury. The vibrant colors paint a canvas of desolation: fiery reds, intense yellows, and noxious greens. A testament to the high acid content in its hot springs. Steaming sulfur mounds and spouting gas geysers are scattered about, further intensifying the feeling that one has stepped onto another planet. But the desert doesn't just challenge the senses, it challenges human endurance. Its extreme conditions require visitors to take serious precautions. The blazing sun and harsh terrain demand proper hydration, protective clothing, and equipment. Moreover, it's not just the elements one must be wary of. The region's complex geopolitics means that it's essential for explorers to be accompanied by soldiers. It's a precautionary measure, reflecting the regional conflicts that have unfortunately marred the area. Yet, despite these challenges, the Dawnakil Desert stands as a testament to Earth's fierce beauty and raw power. For those daring enough to visit, it offers a glimpse into a world that seems more fictional than real, reminding us once again of the awe-inspiring wonders our planet holds. Number 2. Zhangjiajie National Forest Park, China. In the heart of China, the Zhangjiajie National Forest Park emerges as a natural masterpiece, demonstrating Mother Nature's artistic prowess. As the nation's premier national forest park, Zhangjiajie sets a high standard. The park's vast landscape is dominated by thousands of quartzite sandstone pillars, towering high into the sky, creating a labyrinth of canyons, plateaus, and lush vegetation beneath. Each pillar, carved by nature's elements over millions of years, stands as a testament to time's relentless force and beauty. The striking semblance of these rock formations to the floating Hallelujah Mountains in James Cameron's iconic film Avatar is no mere coincidence. It's believed that these natural wonders indeed inspired the mesmerizing landscapes portrayed in the movie. The park's influence on pop culture isn't merely limited to cinematic inspiration. It's also home to the world-renowned 100 Dragon Skylift. As you ascend in what is dubbed the world's highest outdoor elevator, you're granted an unparalleled bird's-eye view of this enchanting realm. The journey upwards offers a perspective that truly encapsulates the grandeur and mystique of Zhangjiajie. Number 1. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Spanning a vast area in Bolivia, the Salar de Uyuni is a sight to behold, often leaving its beholders in awe. Imagine an immense expanse that stretches as far as the eye can see, resembling a vast mirror reflecting the sky. This isn't any ordinary landscape, but the world's largest salt flat. The Salar de Uyuni is so vast and flat that it creates an almost perfect reflection, making it seem like the sky has descended to meet the earth. This mirage-like spectacle has made it a favorite spot for photography enthusiasts and travelers seeking something out of the ordinary. But beyond its visual allure, the Salar de Uyuni is also a treasure trove beneath its crystalline surface. The salt flat is estimated to contain a staggering 10 billion tons of salt. But it's not just salt that makes this place valuable. Nestled within its briny layers are significant reserves of lithium, a crucial element in today's world. Lithium powers much of our modern life, from the batteries in our smartphones to those in laptops and other electronics. In fact, this unassuming location houses a whopping 70% of the world's lithium reserves, highlighting its significance in our daily lives. Every time you use a device, there's a chance its power source has origins in this mesmerizing landscape. So, the next time you glance at your phone or laptop, remember the vast, reflective beauty of the Salar de Uyuni. It's not just a magical visual spectacle, but also a cornerstone of modern-day consumption and innovation. Thanks for watching another episode. While you are still here, make sure to click the video on your screen for more quality content.